I'm balancing this on a stack of books right now. Even though I have a tripod, I'm just too lazy to go and get it. So, I think everyone should watch The Dragon Prince. It's an amazing show. It's fucking wholesome. It makes me happy. And I was like, I want to do a video about it. And I was like, maybe I can create a tag with just some questions related to the characters or something. But then when I went into YouTube, I saw it already existed. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll tag the creator of this tag down below. And yeah, it's a really short one. It's got only 3 questions. So it's not gonna be a long ass video. First question is that The Dragon Prince is like middle grade fiction, enjoyable for all ages, so it's actually made for middle grade, but everyone can enjoy it. And so the question is to share a book that is middle grade but enjoyable for all ages. And I recently read this book and I was immediately thinking of this. It's Voyage in the Underworld of Orpheus Black, by Marcus Sedgwick, his brother Julian Sedgwick, and the illustrations are by Alexis Deacon. This is a retelling of Orpheus and Eurydice, only it's about the love of siblings. It's about 2 brothers and one of them traveling into the underworld to rescue the other one. This book is really interesting because the story is just progressing and you're just kind of confused, you don't know what's going on, but that's what makes it so intriguing and interesting. And the way this is written is so beautiful, it's so heartfelt, it's making me so emotional. It's part story, part verse, part poetry, and the parts of poetry are from Orpheus' perspective, and it's so beautiful. And on top of that, these illustrations. Perfection. I also wanted to quickly mention another one. Everyone knows this one, Percy Jackson, but it's true. It's a middle grade that's everyone loves it. Just everyone can enjoy it. I recently started reading this. I didn't read this as a kid. Started reading this when I was 19, and it's amazing. It's so funny, it's so nice, it's so sweet, yeah, it makes my heart happy. It makes me, I love these characters. It's just everyone should read this and do themselves a favor, and this one too. The second question is that in The Dragon Prince there's a lot of tropes that everyone knows but also loves, and it's to share a book with some tropes that are pretty overused or used a lot but still enjoyable, maybe because it's done in a unique way, or maybe just because sometimes we want tropes that are cliche and still enjoyable for a good fun time. And there's a lot of books I could mention for this, but I want to talk about Jane Doe and the Cradle of All Worlds. I've read that from the library, so I don't have it with me right now. I want to own a copy because the cover art is fucking beautiful, it's fucking gorgeous, and I just want to have it and own it because it's so beautiful. Basically, Jane Doe and the Cradle of All Worlds is filled with every single cliche that you can possibly think of to make fun of cliches. Jane Doe literally is the character's name, So she's just a regular Jane Doe going on to magical adventure, and every single cliche and every single adventure book trope that you can think of happens, and it's fucking amazing. It's all in there on purpose, and it's just a really really fun time. So obviously I had to pick this book because one, it's a fun time, and there's also twists with some of the tropes and some of the characters. I won't say it, but it's amazing and it's beautiful and it makes me so happy. And it's also middle grade, I think, coincidentally, but yeah, you should read it. I just went to look up the author's name because I forgot, but it's written by Jeremy Lachlan. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but I'll write like the book titles and the authors in the description so that you don't have to understand me at all. And the last question is just to share some things that you love about the show. I want to say everything because it's true. I love everything about it. Okay, first of all, I love the art style. It's so beautiful. When I started watching it, just put on the first episode and was like, wow, I'm already in love with this. Like, I don't care what the story is about. This is so beautiful. I'm in love with the art style and the designs of the characters and the world. Everything is so beautiful. Second of all, the characters, I love them. They're so wholesome, they're so caring, and they're so well-rounded, and they have so much love for each other, and they're funny and amazing. Third, I love the villain in this show. He's so interesting and just so interesting to watch and see what happens to him and how he makes up all of these reasons to be evil and how he justifies that in his mind. And I just think he's such a fun character, even though he's the villain. Yeah, I won't spoil anything, but so much interesting shit goes down in the third season. Yeah, it's the third season that's out now. Yeah, amazing. Also, the diversity is just amazing, flawless. There's mixed characters, black characters, all sort of ethnicities, amazing. There's disability rep. There's my favorite character, Amaya. She's deaf and she uses sign language, and sometimes it's not even translated, and I think that's just so amazing, and I love her so much. And also the representation of LGBT, like in this world that it's set in, this magical world, it's just normal to be LGBT. It's not a big deal. No one has a big coming out. It's just some people fall in love. They just fall in love, you know. And I think that's so beautiful, and I love that so much, that it's not this big thing like, please accept me. It's just they're who they are. And there's gay couples and sapphic couples, and okay, yeah. Obviously I also love the magic system, and I think I've basically listed every single item or like big thing from this show, so that should tell you I love everything about it. It's perfect, and I think you should watch it. And that's basically the end of this video.